In this video we'll be describing the basic installation instructions for the FW Recirculation Unit. Everything we'll be describing here in the video will be explained in the manual as well. When the machine arrives at the factory, it's important to check the crate and the machine itself for any transport damages. In case of transport damages, it's important to claim it at the forwarding company. Prior to the installation, the FW service department will be sending out a commissioning form and the floor plan. The floor plan will describe what to prepare for the installation of the machine. Once everything is prepared according to the floor plan, the commissioning form should be filled in, signed and sent to FW service department per email. Once the machine has been placed in the correct location, we need to make sure it's in level. We do that by opening the lid here, the door. You can check the level here and in the other direction in here on the frame. In case it's needed, you can adjust the feet here. Before the startup of the machine, we need to fill water into the drain tank here. We need to fill up to 40 liters. There's a liter scale here on the front of the machine. On the sensor rod here, we have a pH sensor. Before use, we need to remove the safety cap here. And once this is removed, we can lower the sensor rod back into the tank here again. The installation procedure of the FW Recirculation Unit comes in two versions. Either you purchase the recirculation unit together with the Anilux cleaning machine. In that case, all the cables will be marked and it will be easy to connect everything. The other situation is where you have the Anilux cleaning machine at the factory already and you retrofit the FW Recirculation Unit. In that case, it's a good idea to contact the service department for extra information. Now we need to connect the sensors on the back of the tank. This is done on the back of the machine and we need to connect these two plugs to the FW Anilux cleaning machine. It's done like this. Now we'll be connecting the water hose for the high pressure system. So the hose will be connected here from the water supply pump, going down to the Anilux machine, after which it will be connected in here to the high pressure pump. Now we will be connecting the drain hose. The drain hose must be connected to the drain outlet of the FW Anilux cleaning machine and then connected to the drain tank here on the recirculation unit. Before the startup, it's important to make sure that the high pressure pump and the supply pump is filled with water to avoid any damages to the pumps. Now we need to connect the air from the Anilux cleaning machine to the recirculation unit. It's coming from here and going here. The recirculation unit can be connected to both the microcontrol unit, as you see here, or the PLC control units. The recirculation unit will be prepared from FW. In the manual you'll be able to see the difference between the two types. Now we need to prepare the machine for operation. To do that we need to fill the buffer tank here with water. It needs to be filled 3/4 minimum. After it's filled up, we need to add bactofighter into the water. 0.1 liters is required and it's to prevent bacteria growth and bad smell from the water. Make sure that the outlet valve is closed. Open the buffer tank valve. And now you can check there's water inside the pump by opening the outlet valve again. Now we have made sure that the feeding pump has water and we need to air out the rest of the system to the high pressure pump. This is done by loosening the filter house here until it fills up with water and then tighten it again. Now we have connected the power according to the floor plan and we need to turn on the main power here. Last thing to do before the startup of the system is to prepare the dosing pumps. The dosing pumps is for acid and for antifoam, located in here. The dosing pumps are tested and filled with liquid from the factory, but it may dry out during long periods of not being used. In that case, the pumps can be re-primed by setting the speed of the potentiometer to around 80%, and by opening the air valve here. In that case, we can air out the pump. Once this is done, you need to run the Anilux machine to activate the pumps. Once the liquid acid or antifoam will come up to the pump house, you can close off the air valve again and turn back down the potentiometer for the speed of the pump. This concludes the installation video. I hope it will be helpful. In case there's any questions or doubts, you can always contact the service department.